Hello and welcome back. Today we are in Miami doing a storm Melissa flight to Jamaica, the unfortunate Category 5 hurricane attacking Jamaica at the moment. So we are in the Zibo 737. Battery emergency exit lights, strobe lights, ground power, chokes, ground power, doors open, foreground handling. So we can expect 120 mile per hour winds, which is an opportunity to test out the explain physics. We've got 6 minutes till the IRS's align. So the plan is going to be to see how quickly we can get the plane ready. Right, I'd better download the flight plan. I usually do it before flying, but I've dropped the ball on this one in my rush. Right, I've got the flight plan. During pushback, I will get the aerodrome charts and everything else. As usual, I'll be starting with the weights in pounds because we're flying American Airlines. So estimated 04 weight is 125,714 minus 9503. So oops, 125,714 minus 95043, which gives us a payload of 30,000. 671. Well, looks like it's a bit of a full flight, but still quite a bit below maximum takeoff weight, which is good. So I'm not going to bother balancing that. Fuel, we're going to go with 17,237. I probably should have added extra fuel because extra is 0. But we have enough to go to the alternate. Which is still in the Caribbean. So see what happens. Right, that's it for the AFB for now. Position, we are Kilo Mike India Alpha.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Flying to, oops, Mike Kilo Juliet Sierra. Flight number Alpha Alpha 3154. Rosas is the first waypoint. Then we're going to go Uniform Papa Airway 406 to Bilsey, which is the next waypoint. Then direct to Nibio. Then Uniform Lima 341 airway to Inari. There's no arrival procedure, so for all we know, it might just be a vector thin if ATC decides to play ball today. For weights, I'll probably go with 10. Then 7.2 for reserve. 048 125.7. Cost index is 23. And cruising altitude is 37,000 feet. .201 at 12 knots for wind. Seems like it's going to be a smooth flight until we get to the hurricane area. There we go, IRSs are set. The fuel is still being loaded in the plane. Right, let's get the ATIS 119.15.
Sky conditions broken at 3,400, broken at 5,000. Temperature 31, dew point 22, altimeter 2979. Advise on initial contact. You have information. X-ray. Miami International information. X-ray 1855 Zulu. Arriving runway 0908 right, 1208 left. Departing runway 0908 right, 1208 left. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky conditions broken at 3,400. Broken at 5,000. Temperature 31. Dew point 22. Altimeter 2979. Advise on initial contact. You have information. X-ray.
It looks like there's quite a few departing runways, so we don't know which one we're going to get.
Miami International information.
We're flying to Mike Kilo Juliet Sierra, alternate airport, Mike Uniform Charlie Charlie. Actually, I'd better remove that in case ATC decides to be too realistic and send me to the alternate airport. You'll see Nibio Uniform Lima 341 Inari. Just gonna do a quick check. American Airlines. There we go.
Miami International delivery. American 3154. Boeing 737-800. Request IFR clearance to Sangster International.
Why is there no volume?
Sierra Uniform Sierra Squawk 2001. Altimeter
2979.
Cleared IFR to Sangster International. Routing as filed. Climb by Golf Whiskey Alpha Victor Alpha 2 Uniform Romeo Sierra Uniform Sierra. Squawk 2001. Altimeter 2979. American 3154.
American 3154. Read correct. Contact ground 121.8. When ready for taxi.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Right. Let's get some of the ground handling gone. Okay, that's interesting. The fuel truck now reverses. Before it would just disappear. I've never noticed that. Close a couple of doors. Start boarding. Hydraulics on. Window heat can come on. Assume exterior inspection has been completed. Fuel loaded. See what do we have missing here. Everything seems good. Airport terrain on both Captain and First Officers ND. We've got local QNH.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. We do have a very full flight today. If you have more than one carry-on item, please place the smaller item underneath.
Let's see.
We'd like to be able to accommodate everyone's carry-on bags. So if you check in here at the last minute, so again, please place an item underneath.
So I can't do much more on the FMS for now. Your damper can come on. So we've got some fuel in all three tanks. Center, left and right. APU start. There we go. Clean air on. Cruising altitude is 36,000 feet. I'll set the landing altitude after departure. Crossfeed valve. Light dimmed. There we go.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Let's close the main entry doors. Seatbelts can come on.
The seatbelt sign is on.
Hydraulics pressure over 2800. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is now closed. Flight attendants prepare doors for departure. Cross-check, fare price draft, stand by for all call.
Let's cool the cabin. It's
Some
21
doors
degrees.
are still open or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
APU on the bus. APU bleed on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Beacon. While waiting
So
for
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Pushback is now starting. Backs off. The Airbus does this automatically. Engine starts set to ground. N2 should be approaching 25%, and then the mixture can come in.
We're currently in the process of wrapping up final paperwork. Should be on our way momentarily.
There we go. You can see engine 1 is still off. Engine 2 is spinning like crazy. Okay, finally there's a request taxi option.
Miami International route. American 3154. Request taxi from Terminal Echo 4 departure.
American 3154. Information Yankee current. Runway 12 taxi via Echo. Papa. Zulu. Quebec. And Quebec 1. Hold short of runway 12.
Information Yankee. Runway 12 taxi via Echo. Papa. Zulu. Quebec. And Quebec 1. Hold short of runway 12. American 3154.
Arrival. Wow, it's not going to be an ILS one. Okay, RNAV is good enough. Time for the mixture. Now back to the landing altitude. So I've set that to 50. There we go. Engines 1 and 2 on the bus. Engine start switches to continuous. Anti-collision light is on. Left and right packs are on. APU bleed off. Isolation valve set to auto. Turn off the APU.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Probe heat. Oops. Yep.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Flaps 5. V2 speed is 146, which goes here on the MCP panel. Center of gravity is 26.7. Which means the trim is 4.5.
tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Well, 2 sets of discontinuities. There we go. Okay, there's our bypass pin. So, flaps 5.
On the red tab to inflate the vest, or blow into the red tube on the side of the vest. There is also a light that will illuminate upon contact with water. Never inflate the vest inside the airplane. If necessary, an in-flight vest will be distributed by a flight attendant. The safety card should.
Course is 127. And I'll set the same for the heading. Both flight directors are on, as you can see on the primary flight display. Auto brake set to rejected takeoff. Fuel flow reset done. All the doors are closed. Cabin is ready. All of this is done already. Both engines are on. Let's see runway 12. Okay, seems like a bit of a taxi. We're taking taxiway Echo, so we'll go straight ahead. Take the first right turn on taxiway Papa, all the way to Quebec 1. Papa Zulu. Where's Zulu? I guess when we get here, we'll kind of keep a lookout. Because one of them is Zulu, which connects me to Quebec. Alright. Flight controls, full front, full back, full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder. There we go, recall and release parking brake. Taxi lights on, runway turn off lights are on, takeoff configuration warning test. No warning. That's taxiway uniform. Victor, Whiskey, Yankee, and taxiway Zulu. Should be the one after that, I think. Oh yeah, that's taxiway Zulu. We're going to speed a bit down here so I can test the brakes. Brake test. There we go. Yankee. I think I may have made a mistake with my flight plan. Is that Zulu? I think it is.
American 3154. Return to designated taxi route. Quebec. Runway 12. Taxi via Quebec. And Quebec 1. Hold short of runway 12.
Roger. Returning to route Quebec. Runway 12 taxi via Quebec. And Quebec 1. Hold short of runway 12. American 3154.
The weather seems to be quite good in Miami. Center fuel tanks can go off. We've basically finished up the fuel. So that's taxiway Zulu. This is where we're meant to turn. So I guess I turned a bit too early. Weather radar can come on. That's Quebec 2. Going to cut throttle. Right way departing, runway 12, standard instrument departures, Guava 2 departure, transition over to Ursus. We're going for a cruising altitude of 37,000 feet, but we'll step to 36,000. We've got the squawk code as assigned. This is a word.
American 3154. Contact Miami International Tower. 118.3.
Contact Miami
Where's the holding
International
point?
Tower. 118.3. American 3154.
Okay. Checking the controller.
Miami International Tower. American 3154. On taxiway Quebec 1.
American 3154. Miami International Tower. Hold short of runway 12. Report ready.
Hold short of runway 12. Will go. American 3154.
Gonna hold short. Request
Miami
ready for
International
departure.
Tower. American 3154. Ready for departure.
American 3154. Hold short of runway 12.
Hold short of runway 12. American 3154.
Go to throttle on. Let's request weather.
Miami International Tower. American 3154. Request flight conditions.
American 3154. Wind 100 degrees 9 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky conditions broken at 3,700. Scattered at 4,000. Temperature 30. Dew point 23. Altimeter 2978. American 3154, runway 12, wind 100 degrees 9 knots, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 12 cleared for takeoff. American 3154.
It's amazing how once you turn off live traffic, you immediately get cleared for takeoff. Strobe lights are on, landing lights are on. Wind 100 degrees at 9 knots. We can expect thunderstorms east and southeast of the field. Probably in that direction, so we're going to fly straight into it. Timer on. Toga. Trying to stay on center line.
80 knots. V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Landing gear up.
$400. $1,000.
Autopilot.
American 3154, contact Miami International approach 124.85.
Contact Miami International approach 124.85.
Flaps 2.
154.
It's a bit windy already. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Auto brake off. Landing gear off.
Miami International approach. American 3154. Uncle Whiskey
And just
Alpha,
that switches to
Alpha,
off.
Uniform Sierra, altitude 5,100, climbing, flight level 360.
American 3154, Miami International approach, altimeter 2978, radar contact.
Altimeter 2978, American 3154.
American 3154, contact Miami Center 119.825.
Contact Miami
Release
Center,
cabin crew.
119.825, American 3154.
If it was that windy at 9-10 knots, imagine what this is going to feel like at 120 miles per hour.
Sierra, altitude 8,200, climbing, flight level 360. Altimeter 297,
bear in mind 9 knots is only 10 miles per hour. So we're looking at just over 100 knots wind on arrival. Seatbelts can come off because we're over 10,000 feet. Strobe lights off, landing lights off.
Bag free, preferred boarding, and no foreign transaction fees. Not an Aviator card member? See a flight attendant and receive an exclusive offer when you apply in-flight today. Shortly, we will begin our in-flight service. We offer a selection of complimentary beverages. Wi-Fi service is
Recall. I will keep the... Hold on, I think we're already cleared to 36,000 feet, so I can set altimeter to standard. I don't know why it does this excess data thing, because in the level up 737 it doesn't show this, and it's not like I've got loads of stuff. It's basically the airports that make it. We're 100 nautical miles away from top of descent, so we should be at our top of descent in the next 12 minutes. I don't know why this shows in up. That's a bit strange. Seems smoothish for now. Let's see if I can request an altitude change early enough. No, not yet. Oh yes, live traffic can come back on. There we go. Now we are flying south. to OSS, and then we're going to take the taxiway, which I can't seem to find here. Is it this one? Nope. Uniform Papa 406. Is it this one? Nope, that's Bravo 646. I guess we'll see when we get there. In the meantime, behind the scenes, I'm just going to download the charts for Montego Bay. Assuming it's available. See downloads. Not supported. That should be fun. No approach plates. It's probably prudent to start looking at the charts early enough, because I don't think I've ever done a 120 mile per hour wind flight before. Smallish airports, we're coming from the side. If all goes well, runway 25. Probably should be able to take the Charlie taxiway. So that's the standard instrument departure. That's runway 07, nope. RNAV, the decision altitude would be 790. RNAV runway 25. Decision altitude 783 actually, not 790. Seven, 8, 3. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what the visibility is going to be like in hurricane conditions. I'm not sure why there's this. My understanding is that this is usually wake up to the glide slope. And there's no frequency, so I'm guessing. Well, I'm not sure what I'm guessing at this point. Just randomly guessing. 5.4 nautical miles away from the airport. Seems a bit close. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Bank angle 10 degrees because we're over flight level 300. We're just going full power blasting through it.
1,000 to go.
Now the throttle should probably start pulling back. There we go. To maintain altitude. We're going to have a cruise time of 35 minutes before we get to the top of descent. Right, I did that so that we can cruise freely at 37,000 feet. I don't think there's any other plane heading in this direction. The view from battleship, sorry, an aircraft carrier. Unfortunately, we're too high above the aircraft carrier. Got a bit of a crosswind. So from this angle you can see that we're flying straight, but we're pointing in this direction. It's a bit of a bumpy flight, even at 37,000 feet. And I imagine the closer we get, it's already increasing. It's gone from 44 knots to 45 knots crosswind. 46 is increasing quite rapidly. But anyhow, I shall see you in 30 minutes for the descent.
India, Lima, Sierra, India. Descend and maintain flight level 360, American 3154.
American 3154. Contact Havana Center 123.45.
Contact Havana Center 123.45. American 3154. Havana Control. American 3154. Altitude flight level 370. Descending flight level 360. On heading 180.
American 3154. Havana Control. Below. Radar contact.
American 3154.
American 3154. Descend and maintain flight level 360.
Descend and maintain flight level 360. American 3154.
Right, we are approaching our top of descent. A bit slower than planned.
Expedite descent. American 3154.
We're meant to be at our top of descent at 2030 Zulu time. But now is 2033. So that's to 10,000 feet. And you can see that's the storm. ATIS is 127.9, so I'll set that here. One to 7.9. And there we go, we are now descending into Hurricane Melissa.
American 3154, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240. American 3154.
Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt.
Contact Houston Control 124 decimal 0. American 3154. Goodbye.
We're going to descend for roughly 22 minutes.
Control American 3154. Altitude flight level 342. Descending flight level 240. American 3154.
Is shaky already, as you can see from the wing flags.
Houston Control American 3154. Request flight permission at Sangster International.
Three 320, wind heading at 48 knots. Not exactly sure what the temperature is at the moment, but I'm going to just have a quick look on my phone. Sangster International, temperature is 27 degrees, heavy rain.
Descend and maintain 11,000.
So I'll go at 27 degrees. Estimated landing weight is 134. $586. Seems like it's just long enough for a 737. There was a bit of lightning there. Wow, I've never seen this type of weather before. So we're below 30,000 feet. Bank angle limiter can go back to 25 degrees. It's saying wind gusts of 48 knots, which is 55 miles per hour. It's just slightly different from what I could see on a different weather radar app. That should have been 37,000 feet all through.
Sangster International Tower, American 3154, position 47 miles north of Sangster International, altitude flight level 180, descend 11,000, altitude 155.
QNH 990. Check in with controller. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. 7,000. Strobe lights on. Engine start switches to continuous. Landing lights on. Seat belts on. Probably should have been on sooner. Speed brakes.
And personal items are in an overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. If you have...
We are clear to 1,800. For some reason I can't get ATIS. Let me just double check that on the AFB. 127.900, which is what I've got here. Flaps 15 speed is 157. So, oops. Let's see. Can we maintain enough speed to not tear the flaps? I'm gonna get landing gear down quite early. Wipers on. Landing weather. All descent weather, transition altitude, gone past that. Decision altitude I've already got. 27 is 253. Flaps 2. Flaps 5. Two 5-3. Flaps 10.
Bank angle.
Very unstable on this turn. Landing performance calculation done. auto brake to 3. So we should be stopping around here. Nice and take off landing.
Visual approach, runway 2500, American 3154.
It looks like we are on glide slope. Flaps 40, speed brakes down. Landing performance, just to double check. 40, okay, that's about right. 991. There we go, descending into the water. We've got very terrible visibility. Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't look good. So I'm going to disconnect autopilot and try to, oops, what's going on there?
Tank rate.
Okay, so there's the runway to our left.
Tank rate.
Nope.
Attention all aircraft. QNH 909.
Approaching minimums.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold
500.
up. Hold up. Hold up.
400.
Tank rate.
This is going to be one hell of a replay. So the runway should be somewhere around here.
Tank rate.
200.
Tank rate.
Wow. Yep, this is the definition of a crosswind landing.
$200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20,
Got throttle. Cram to the
10,
left. Oh, bumpy. Reverse. Oh no.
American
80 knots.
54, you're on course. Turn right, direct, rhythm.
Turn right, direct drive. American 31.
Still reverses. One hour, 16 minutes. I'm actually too scared to check landing performance, approach rating bad. Okay. Oh, okay, 3-star landing, that's more than I expected. Wow. Our airtime was meant to be 1 hour 20 minutes, but we arrived 4 minutes early.
American 3154, you're off course. Turn right, direct, rhythm.
Turn right, direct drive. American 3154.
So much for Hurricane Jason. Welcome to Montego Bay, Jamaica. Now for the replay. Just gonna rewind that. This is going to be a bit embarrassing to watch. Oh yeah, that would have been a crash. Started off so well. A lot of left rudder. Well, at least now I know why all the flights were cancelled. Flaps up. Weather radar off, auto brakes set to off, and first off is the terrain off.
Turn right, direct dial. American 3154.
Landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe lights off. Navigation light is steady.
Sangster International Tower. American 3154. Request taxi to the stands.
American 3154. Departure cancelled. Taxi 7 via runway 25, runway 07, and runway 25.
Departure cancelled. Taxi 7 via runway 25, runway 07, and runway 25. American 3154.
I'm going to set the parking brake for a second. And whoops. And try to figure out exactly where gate 7 is. Gate 7. Okay, so gate 7 is basically this one here, I want to say. Yeah. Release parking brake. MCP panel 200. The wind keeps pushing the plane, so it rolls quite a bit. Stop trim.
3154. You are off the designated taxi route.
Right. Returning to route. American 3154.
American 3154. Cross runway 25.
Cross runway 25. American 3154.
Just gonna do my taxi of shame to the stand and pretend it never happened. APU on. Taxi lights on, running turn off lights are off. There's the center line. Oh, oops. As close to center line as possible. And it turns out we're in for the parking of shame. APU generators on the bus. Parking brakes set and engines can come off. Oops. What's going on? There we go. APU bleed on. Prayers up for the people of Jamaica who have to experience this weather in real life. I hope everyone stays safe and follow government guidelines. Hopefully the government is trying to help, and if you're watching this, if you can help, by all means, please. You should. That's probably something I should do too. After this, I'll probably look up trustworthy sites to donate, because I'm sure some people will need the help. As always, thank you for joining me on yet again another flight. I shall see you on the next one. It's a shame about the gate. Oh, and I forgot to call the ambulance. We probably all need an ambulance at this point. Anyway, take care. Bye.